So we're Community Cycles, and we got started earlier this year in May. And what we were doing was getting bikes to low-income people for prices that they can afford. This thing that's got years of gunk on it.
For those who can't afford the cost, there are other ways to get a bike.
We want to open it up to anybody who has more time than money. That's the idea. So if you've got some extra time, come by. We've got the bikes donated by people in Boulder and around Boulder. What we'll do is we'll get our volunteer mechanics to help you take apart the bike and put it back together again and understand everything about how the bike works and understand how to fix it up if you ever need to. And then you get it for free. The whole thing's free.
Many of the bikes stay in Boulder while others are destined for far-off lands.
I thought that Boulder would be an amazing place to try to get bikes that were heading off to the landfills and then sending them to Africa to people who are in extreme need of affordable and sustainable transportation. The average income in Africa is less than $362 a year, and the difference that bicycles can make in people's lives when they're making that much money and can't afford to buy a bicycle, or if they do, they take basically their life savings, when if they had a bicycle they could go farther for work. Our hope is late this summer to send between 400 to 450 bikes to Africa. The bicycles that are over here are going to be our Create a Commuter bicycles, and what we're going to be doing is getting folks on good, solid bicycles that are going to last.
The shop is full of bikes and tools and available to anyone in the community.
Yeah, I think it's a really good chance for people who don't have enough money to get bikes and good bikes that they can get them for a cheap price. So I just got this frame from a junkyard and put it together with other pieces.
Oh, great. All with the help of Community Cycles.
Yeah.
All right, great. Have fun riding, buddy. All right, let's see those hands.
They're not that dirty.
Oh, that's true. You need some more grease on those hands.
I do.
Get to work, buddy.
You would let me.
Yes, this bike will be absolutely perfect. That's nice. Thank you so much for parting with your baby.
So what's going on here today?
We're having a bike drive for Spokes Community Bicycle Projects and Community Cycles.
Have you been getting a lot of bikes?
We've been getting a whole lot of bikes today. And most of the bikes are going to Ghana, Africa, but we will be keeping some locally in the Boulder community for our Create a Commuter program.
Donations are the heart of the project, and on this day, hundreds of generous people said goodbye to their old bikes. These bikes will be fixed up and returned to the streets in the hands of someone in need.
Now it's not pinching the wheel.
Then this one comes over, huh?
Yeah, now we can take it off.
We're here at San Juan del Centro, which is a low-income community housing, and a lot of these kids go to Columbine Elementary School. Some of them ride bicycles and know a lot about it, but some of them don't at all and are wishing to ride bicycles. And for some of these families, it's not as easy to come by a bicycle, especially if they have 4 or 5 kids. Then how can they get a bike for one and not for the rest? And then how can they continue riding once they do get a bike? What do they do with a bike that has a flat or the chain is broken? Some of the things are really simple things to fix, but can create a big problem. A little bit of what we're trying to do here is make alternative transportation something that's fun, but also familiarize the kids with it, and as well types of things that they can do to keep their bike in working shape once they have it. A lot of these kids' transportation is a huge problem. Gas is pretty expensive. A lot of these families are low income and they might have 4 or 5 kids, so that's like 6 or 7 mouths to feed in the family. And transportation and recreation kind of gets pushed to the wayside. So we're trying to create a program here familiarizing the kids with bicycles and also helping them to maintain these bicycles. So once they have them, they can use them for whatever, whether it be going to school, riding them on errands, or just family outings, which is something that they don't have the privilege to do a lot.
I love riding my bike.